Hello there, everybody. I'm Mr. GamerPie, and welcome to the next Let's Play. A game made by Konami. I think this might be the first game that I've done by them. It's Elebits, one of the launch titles for the Wii. Let's just wait here on the title screen and let the game explain to us the lore of this series.
Today, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, long, long ago, when darkness was feared and no fire or light existed, a huge bolt of lightning struck one night that almost tore the sky in half. After a while, the people found bright, glowing creatures in the darkness. These creatures were called Elebits and were blessed with mysterious powers. They became the fire and light. And since then, they have lived peacefully with the people. But you know what? They brought us something else. I wonder what that might be.
And that's the concept of Elebits, everybody. Like 50 seconds of dialogue and another 2 minutes of Elebits dancing. So we've got a variety of modes here, but we're going to jump straight into story mode. Now, you've got a tutorial, but we're not going to look at that because that's ridiculously long, and I'm going to explain everything anyway.
Story. I promise I'll go to sleep after that.
Ah, yes, the voice acting of this game.
Okay.
It's bad.
I'll do one more. But
The art is really good,
it's
though.
Off to sleep. My name is Kai,
And I hate Elebits. My mom and dad study Elebits, and they love them even more than me.
Elebits came from a great, big bolt of lightning. It struck years and years before you were even born, Kai. They've been friends with people for a long, long time.
I wish there was no such thing as lightning. Then I bet the Elebits would never have shown up.
But then you wouldn't have Didin, the best electric type.
Mom and dad would take me out to an amusement park or something. right?
Didin is a hamster after all.
Hey, everything's gone dark. What do I do now? I don't know what happened, but the whole town is in a panic. Mom and Dad rushed over to their research lab and left me at home.
Wow, those are some bad parents.
But I don't care. My favorite show will be on TV soon. Huh? Why doesn't the TV work? Oh, that's right.
Oh my gosh.
Electricity
Evil
and
Kai.
current only work because of Elebits, you know. You wouldn't even be able to watch TV without them.
So, I guess this is all the Elebits' fault? But I don't want to pick them up with my bare hands. I know. I'll use Dad's capture gun.
And so that's the concept behind Elebits. You're a kid, you're in a dark house where there's no electricity, the world is blown into chaos, and you've got to pick up little tiny Elebits. So basically, this game is a huge game of hide and seek. You've got to capture a certain number of watts of Elebits within a certain time limit on every level. Other levels will have other stipulations, but that's the basic concept that each level in the game will follow. Now, important thing to remember is that Elebits give you more watts the calmer they are. So when they're asleep like this, they give you quite a few watts. But if they wake up or are otherwise disturbed, that's fewer watts for you. They can hide underneath objects. They can, you know, hang out in certain places that you'd rather them not be. But yeah, if you pick one out from under an object, they'll typically freak out about it. Also, this is a little sort of a gravity gun sort of device here. Now, what I just grabbed were power elements. By turning various items on, these yellow and red Elebits will come out of them. These are power Elebits, and grabbing them doesn't increase the number of watts you've collected, but what it does do is, there we go, is it increases the power of the capture gun. You can see what the power of the capture gun is down there in the bottom left corner. There we go. And the more powerful it is, you can carry heavier objects. And once you start being able to pick up particularly heavy objects, that's when things get particularly interesting. Yeah, just basically topple over everything that you can find. Now, I have collected two sort of special Elebits so far. They're the two pink mice-like Elebits that I picked up a little while ago. Those are special Elebits. There are 3 in each stage. And collecting those will basically let you unlock some special goodies. Like letting you play a level with unlimited time to see how many watts you can collect and just see how powerful you can make the gun and start throwing everything around and seeing what happens. You can see how many watts you need to power something up, so like that computer there requires 1,000 watts. Let's see here. Any Elebits in there? No? How about under there? Nope. Even if an object is red, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't interact with it at all. It just means that you can't actually pick it up. Come on now. Sometimes the object will get in the way of you collecting something, even if it doesn't look like it should. Whenever you see that an object is energized, it's a good idea to find it if possible, so that you can, you know, activate it, grab the power Elebits related to it. Oh my gosh. There we go. Level 3 power now. Oh, alright, so I have enough power to complete the level, but you can continue and just see how many watts you can collect overall, and I'm generally going to be doing that. Oh my gosh. Yep, there's... Alright, so I got all 3 mice. We'll get to see what happens if you do that. The thing is that the third mouse will only become available if you've collected the other 2 already. So if I hadn't already collected the other 2 mice, that last mouse would not appear whenever I did. Each Elebit has different properties. The green Elebits, which really look a little bit more blue in this situation, they don't really have any particular properties. They're the generic Elebit, I guess you could call them. The easiest to collect, the least interactive, generally the least interesting Elebit, and they also give you the least amount of power of any Elebit that actually gives you power. Like, you know, the power Elebits, despite their name, don't actually give you any power. They just increase your capture ability. Or, well, the gun's ability to lift heavy objects. Meanwhile, the mice Elebits don't give you power either. They just give you bonuses once you complete the stage. Important to collect for their own reasons, yes, but not for any sort of level completion, really. Alright. Some objects take a while to actually activate once you've turned them on, but when they do, they tend to drop quite a few power elements. Oh, not quite. There we go. You can also crush Elebits. That makes them, you know, stunned so that they can't move. And that can help in certain situations. Let's see here. The stunned Elebits also act as, like, the highest level of happiness, I believe. So that's an important factor to remember. Yeah, a lot of these stages, they just sort of, you know, devolve into, hey, have I checked under this thing yet? Like, have I checked under this thing yet? I don't think I have. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I hear some Elebits. Yep, okay, there was something in there, I guess. Or there was something somewhere around here. Either way, Elebits appeared, so that's good. Yes. The airplane is kind of annoying because it sends Elebits all over the room. I don't exactly expect to be able to collect all the Elebits that are falling around here. Was that all? No, there's another one down there. You need to be careful, because after a while, these Elebits do disappear. Even the power Elebits do. Like, they'll just teleport away. And that's the end of the first level. Let's see how we did. We got an S rank. That's the highest rank you can collect. You can press 1 to look at the details. You see, we got 8 normal... Well, these are the green Elebits that we collected, and these are the, well, panic states, I guess you could say. Normal is whenever they're just standing around or asleep. Alert is whenever they're aware of your presence, and panic is whenever they're running around. As you can see, the amounts of watts that you get from them are dependent on their panic states. So a green Elebit at normal rate is worth 15 watts. Meanwhile, a red Elebit at panic rate is worth 20 watts. So red is always more valuable than blue. Which makes sense because, I mean, like, you know, they, their special ability is that they cry and then they sort of go into an alert mode where they make every other Elebit around them into panic mode. And then we have these. You don't see the number of watts that you got under them because these Elebits don't give you watts. We've got the mice that give you the bonuses. We've got the yellow and red power Elebits. Power Elebits power up the gun more than the yellow ones do. So yes, now you can use My Room as an object category in edit mode. This game has a level creator essentially, but you need to collect the pink mice to access them in the level creator. Score Attack, Challenge Mode, and then Eternal Mode is basically just the level without a time limit. Yes, it's okay to save the data. And we'll go back to the menu. Alright, so we could go to the mission 2, but I want to show something out first. Over here is Story Overview. This is pretty much the only story element that you're going to see throughout a lot of the game. It says, I bet I can't watch my TV because of all those Elebits. I got the ones in my room, but they're probably hiding all over the place. And I'm going to be looking at that every time we finish a level because, without looking at it, you don't get a whole lot of impression of what the story is exactly. And unfortunately, it's not available from just this screen. Like, maybe if we could, you know, go hover over this and then, like, after you beat the level, oh, hey, look, there's the story bit right there. That would be cool, but no. They put an entirely different menu. In any case, I'm Mr. Game Pie, and next time we move on to Mission 2. See you then!